And we are live. Good morning, everybody. This is Duncan Ramon Echevarria. We're coming live. This is the mid-morning Maduro at Doña Noli Cigars in the great city, which I love. It's Statesville, North Carolina. Welcome to the mid-morning Maduro. What I like to say is the fastest 30 minutes in the industry. It's all about smoking a good cigar. It's all about talking a little bit about what's going on in the industry without getting too enrolled in it. You guys know I'm all about more the this side of it all. Just a retailer. I've never been a reviewer. I'm just a guy who smokes great cigars. This morning we are doing for the mid-morning Maduro the Liga de la Casa by Gaby Caffey, a fantastic smoke, medium to plus. Not quite full body to everybody that's jumping on board. Good morning, everybody. Very glad that you guys are here. Very excited that you guys are here also. So let's see. I'm gonna be doing this. Bear with me. I got to bring down the sound. There you go. So I can see and obviously talk a little bit better to you guys. Thank you, Mom. Mom has given us the official Doña Noli Cafecito. I mean, how bad is this, right? The Doña Noli Cafecito, all about it, all in. Hey, Carrie, good morning. To everybody that's jumping on board, good morning. Sean, Barry, Bones, Argento, you guys are awesomeness. Leonardo, good morning, everybody. This is the Mid-Morning Maduro. I am your crazy Cuban host, Duncan Ramón Echevarría. Bienvenido a todo el mundo. Este es el Maduro de la media mañana. Bienvenidos. Estamos en la bella tienda Doña Noli Cigars, los puros de Doña Noli. Mi querida madre, mi adorada madre, my beloved mom. So this is going to be a fun morning. We're basically doing 30 minutes of what the subjects are going to be. Two things. One is what we got going on this Friday. So we really want to make sure that we talk about that. We want to make sure that everybody, is informed. We've sold approximately 30 some odd tickets. So we're excited about that. We have some tickets on hold in the register. People are calling in. People are letting us know that they want to come and support the Memorial Day kickoff. I'm going to give you guys just a quick intro into all that's happening this coming Friday. Then we're going to jump a little bit into the cigar, which again, like I said, this is the Liga de la Casa, which means the blend of the house by Dr. Gaby Caffey of Tabacaleras Caffey 1901 in Honduras. Amazing. Félix Mesa, muchas gracias por estar mirando. Bienvenido, este es el Maduro de la media mañana. Bienvenidos a todo el mundo, que Dios me los bendiga a todos de verdad. Hoy vamos a estar hablando un poquitico de lo que es el evento del viernes. We're going to talk a little bit about the Friday event. So again, remember, this is a live show. Sounds that are happening outside is because it's a live show. Todos los sonidos estos en vivo, caballero. Estamos en vivo. Tenemos sonidos por todas partes. Te estoy viendo a ti, Doña Noli. Te estoy viendo a ti. She says, I'm sorry. Gina, hi, good morning. Gaby, este es tu tabaco. This is your cigar. Look at that. We are doing the Liga de la Casa. I'm excited to say it's the cigar that we have picked out for the mid-morning Maduro. No luce muy maduro. It doesn't look too maduro, but it is actually a cigar that can go toe-to-toe with any maduro out there. Rich, beautiful flavor profiles, very enjoyable cigar. Definitely goes excellent con el cafecito de la mañana, right? The cafecito, the morning coffee. We've had a lot of folks also send me some interesting notes asking me to do a little bit more Spanish. A lot of folks know that I am Cuban, that I am fully bilingual. Y con mucho gusto voy a estar hablando un poquitico más. I am going to basically do a little bit more of that Spanish lingo in there because we do appreciate everybody both and in Spain. We appreciate everybody in Central America, and see, that's the problem that's going to be right there. We appreciate everybody in Spain. We love everybody in Central America, and we definitely love everybody, of course, in South America. So, para todo el mundo va a haber un poquitico de inglés y español. So we're going to be doing a little bit of both. I hope that everybody can enjoy it. I hope that it's a little something that can encompass new brothers and sisters from all walks of life. So I'm excited. This is the fantastic smoke. Mira para eso, es verdad. Gaby has some great points. 50% of the US speaks Spanish too. Isn't that fantastic? I'm all in. I've had some really good requests. Some really beautiful people say, Duncan, can you at least add a little bit more explanations in Spanish? And I said, con mucho gusto. Of course, I am blessed to do that. El Liga de la Casa por el gran maestro Dr. Gaby Caffi va a ser el puro de la mañana hoy. Muy lindo, un tabaco especial. Very special cigar. So let's not talk so much about this one and get lighting it. How's that? Mason, good morning, young man. Mason is one of our big supporters here at Doña Noli Cigars. Andrés Vázquez, un placer de tenerte aquí mirando. Muchas gracias. Hoy estamos dándole fuego a un Liga de la Casa del Dr. Gaby Caffi. We are lighting up a Dr. Gaby Caffi Liga de la Casa house blend. An exciting cigar. I'm all in about this. Qué rico, qué rico. No tiene que ser un oscuro maduro para ser excepcionalmente sabroso. It doesn't have to be a really deep, rich, dark Maduro looking to have a fantastic flavor profile. And that's one of Gaby's, what I tell everybody, better price pointed cigars. This is not a cigar that's going to break your budget. Let me just say this right now. It's a cigar that, believe it or not, almost wants you to grab like 5 or 6 at the same time, and you're getting a great bang for your buck. I got to tell you that guys. Retails an average $3.50, $4. So what a great cigar. Hand rolled, long filler, excellent aged tobacco. And to be brutally honest, you're never going to go wrong with that. Honestly, anything that Gaby puts the seal of Tabacalera Gaby Caffi on there, it's a done deal. Christine Jenny Moss, God bless you. Thank you so very much. Jenny Moss does some beautiful prayers. I'm always blessed that I can copy and share them with you guys. I love you. You have been, without even you knowing it, there for me almost daily. And I want to say thank you for that. So thank you, Christine. You're awesome. Alan Shield, thank you for watching right now, everybody. Thank you. Appreciate you. So let's jump into it. This Friday, the Memorial Day kickoff event, $20. You get one free cigar from LH Cigars. Mr. Nicholas Sears will be in-house. You also going to have the great cigar tailor himself, Gianni Katsopius is going to be here. We're going to be doing one free cigar, a plate of Mom's famous roast pork sliders with platanitos, sweet plantains, 3 different dipping sauces. And on top of that, you get a flight of 3 different whiskeys. So $20 gets you all of that. How bad is that? You know, I'm all excited. Our good friends from next door, Red Buffalo, is doing a $9 flight of beers. That's 4 beers, $9, 24 ounces. I'm already there. I'm already there. I'm excited about that. We have the Army National Guard Armory Sergeant Roger Hurd has donated a ton of great swag that's going to help us to promote that day, and we're going to be giving a lot of that away, which is exciting. It's going to be a fun day. Beatriz Rodriguez of Cigars for Warriors is going to be here, so if you want to donate for Cigars for Warriors, you come, and this is an official drop-off station now, so we're very excited about that. So we got a lot going on. The Gardenia Jazz Quartet's going to be here. A ton of stuff. $20 gets you all-in access. Come, have fun, support, and enjoy. It's for a great kickoff. Let's remember every single one of those who fell in the line of duty, and let's thank the ones who are doing it right now. Este viernes vamos a disfrutar en grande. Un ticket de $20 te da un tabaco, un puro, un plato riquísimo de comida cubana. También vas a recibir un surtido de whiskies delicioso, $20. Tabaco, comida, whiskies, ¿verdad? Qué fantástico. So, muy bien. Que Dios me los bendiga, ¿verdad? Que vengan, qué rico. Vamos a disfrutar espectacularmente. We're going to have a great time. So, don't be scared. This is not a double-decker thing. I've had a lot of great folks ask me to do a little bit of the show in Spanish. You know, so I'm going to be a little bit of a bilingual host henceforth. So I'm very excited about that. I think it's going to be a fantastic concept. You know, we don't want to exclude anybody. No queremos perder a nadie. Todos somos familia, ¿verdad? Hermanos y hermanas del tabaco. Qué belleza, me encanta. I love this. Honestly, I really, really do love the fact that we can do this in two beautiful languages for everybody. So the other thing I wanted to just jump on real quick, man, the industry is a hotbed right now. What is going on in the cigar world, the cigar community? Are our boutiques going to go away? What's happening? The FDA, the big monster is always there. What is going on? We have great people like Kerry Horney, the Viajante man himself, and Gabby on board watching. We have Drita. We have so many great people that are watching right now. Caitlin Mills, all the way from South Carolina. God bless you. Thank you for watching. Love you guys a lot. So we have some great people that are watching. If anybody wants to jump in, put articles or links, please definitely do so. As I always said at the beginning, I'm not a reviewer. I'm a guy basically who comes and talks about great cigars and what's going on in his shop. But you know what? Lately, I've been seeing a lot more topics of conversation that really make me concerned, make me worried. One of the things that I posted just recently was an article that had come out concerning the FDA's approach on the timeframes that are, shortening right now. What's going to happen come 2020? Are some of our beloved brands that have seen a birth in the past few years going to go away? I hope not. I hope that there are great people that are fighting the good fight. Also, does that, as a brick and mortar shop owner, does that tell us we need to rethink our strategies? Again, do we need to look back at the old standards? And by that, I mean, a lot of these guys were small companies also when they first started. The Padrones were small. The Garcias were small. The Fuentes were small. Everybody was fairly small some years ago, some decades ago. And of course, now today, they're some of the big go-to brands that we've come to love, respect, honor, and definitely look for in our shelves. I don't necessarily refer to General Cigars or premium companies or super premium companies, of course, like Imperial Cigars, which owns Altares, an Altares group and Tabacalera USA. So those are big boys. But even they apparently are suffering. The big news is Imperial Brands. It's selling its, let me see, what's the title of it? It's selling its premium cigar business. Lord have mercy. That would include 2 cigar factories, one in the DR, one in Honduras. 50% of Cuba's Habanos SA would also be impacted with that as well, which if you guys don't know this, basically, Imperial Brands PLC does own 50% of the nationalized brands that are out of Cuba. For example, Montecristo, Romeo Julieta, H. Upmann, so on and so forth. So there are some problems with that. Tabacalera de Garcia, basically in the Dominican Republic, where most of the brands are done there. The aforementioned ones, and also Henry Clay and a couple other ones are done there. Then there's, of course, I believe, Flor de Copan, which is in the Dominican Republic. That could be the other one that shuts down. There's quite a big hullabaloo about if the big boys have made their money, are they backing out now? Well, I'm a believer, and I could be wrong in this. So please, anybody, you're more welcome to jump in, correct me. And I love learning every day. If you're in this industry, you should be looking at trends. You should be understanding trends that are happening, or things that are happening now didn't just happen today out of the blue. We all know that this processes with the FDA overreaching regulations and the paperwork that was submitted to the government didn't start 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It started in 2007, and it's been just a snowball of chaos. So we need to start looking at who was solid in 2007, who was 100% an established company that would not be impacted down the pipeline. I've been at this for a number of years now. I've been in the industry for going on 20 years and then some. So one of the great things that I've learned is when you are working inside of a retail cigar environment, you have to learn to interpret the trends. Why should you bring a brand in? One of the criteria that I always used, believe it or not, was quite simply this. Well, where are you being sold? How many shops carry you? Are you a shop? Are you a brand that basically paid for your cigars to be done by someone else? Who is that someone else? How reputable are they? I mean, there's a criteria of research that as tobacconists, shop owners, and when I have sat down with people to bring in other brands, I literally explain to them, you have to ask sometimes the tough questions. Um, Two perfect examples of companies that have done this the right way. One is Tabacalera, Gabi Cafe, 1901. So I pursued him for a while and I studied what he was doing, how he was doing it, and the investment that he was doing in the game for the long run, for the long haul. And I knew that it would be a good product. So back 4 or 5 years ago, when I brought it into Tobacco Plus, I never doubted that it would be successful. When I offered it also at Cigars Etc. too, I never doubted that it would be successful. And my goal has always been to make sure that wherever I go or whatever I do with Gabi Cafe's brand is that I promote it because it is a 100% protected brand. Okay, this is a man who came from, the Reyes family, working with them exclusively for a while, understanding the game, learning every step of it. And as he says, the keys are to be debt free, to be vertical as much as possible, and to be able to bring to market a product that can be protected. Have a legal assessor helping you out. Make sure that whatever you do within the industry, you are 100% compliant. So whether you're small or large, if you're compliant, you're going to be okay. Another perfect example is Felix Mesa. It took me 4.5 years of following his brand before I officially made the call to bring it in. A person who sees a pretty cigar and brings it into his shop, well, you stand a better than, well, let me say it like this. It's a 50-50 crapshoot. It could do well and it might not. Just because you find a cigar that somebody has recommended that it's nice and it smokes okay, and there's you have to do the research on it. You have to take that ownership of protecting what you're building and say, I want to do this. I need to do this. I have to pursue information gathering and follow that cigar line for a while. You cannot out of the blue say, you know what, I like you. I think you're awesome. I'm going to bring you in because, you're in. You're my buddy. Each and every single one of the boutique brands that are in Doña Noli Cigars, first and foremost, I want to say an extensively heartfelt thank you to all of you. Even with all that I have gone through as a new shop owner, on the personal side, some of you know what I'm dealing with right now, and some don't, and we're going to leave it at that. But that being said, all of you guys have stepped up and helped, but you're not on the walls because you're a nice cigar and you're pretty and I heard that you were good. You're on this wall because also on top of everything else, I did the research on you for a long period of time. A perfect example, another one is Hiram and Solomon. I pursued Fuad Kausari aggressively for almost 1.5 years, learning everything I could about the brand before finally being able to bring it in 4 years ago into Tobacco Plus. There is a process of information gathering that needs to be observed. And this industry is very akin to the stock market. If you look at the trends, you truly have to begin to see things develop a little bit further out for the long game as opposed to for the short game. And I can tell you this for a fact. I know this. I'm not the smartest guy. I'm not guys like Kerry Viajante or Gabi. These guys they got brain matter. Again, most of the time I don't know what I got in there. But there are brands that will go away. There are brands that will disappear. It's a done deal. I mean, it's if you've studied what's going on in the industry for the past few years, there is several things that you look for, and if you see them and if you find them, all these limited runs, all these brand new blends, if you will, everything that's coming out so aggressively out on the market as of late, if they are not linked to a protected company, then their life expectancy is not long. keep that in mind. If you're a tobacconist, if you're a cigar shop owner, if you have doubts, if you are wondering, then begin to have some research done on what you have. And at the end of the day, it's all about protecting your industry, protecting your own cigar shop. For example, one of the things that's not talked about is the fact of the matter that Imperial Cigars is looking to restructure and may possibly step out of the cigar game. May possibly. When Trump allowed Cuban expatriates to have the opportunity to sue for what had been previously taken from them in Cuba, well, guess what? There is some issues with that, because if, as I mentioned before, 50% of the nationalized trade names of Cuban cigars are now in the balance of possibly being sued by descendants of the original families or companies or whatnot that are now being given the free leeway to do that. Again, this is just something that may happen, could happen, but that could have something to do with why they're willing to pull out right now out of the game. Because if you're going to be impacted on a level like this, then your cigar sales are going to be, hit pretty hard. For example, you got guys like Jim Davis, the Quest attorney, for the basically, I'm looking at it right here. The Cuesta family, it's another, Tampa family. And basically they're saying that, they haven't yet discussed the plans on what they're going to do. But that family owned the Havana Cigar Factory, and which is now owned by England's, Imperial Cigars. So there's a lot. So I'm looking at it right here. Cuba's already defaulting on nearly $4 billion in civil judgments awarded to U.S. citizens that in courts, this is basically just a loan for being victims of Cuban terror attacks. So let's begin to really do a little bit more research as to the whys and wherefores. And good morning, Gumercindo. Good morning, Brett. Good morning to you, everybody that's jumping on board. The discussion basically is just about, where does our industry stand? What's going to happen in the foreseeable future? Francisco, buenos días. Tom Burns, Lester. Let me see what else. Yvette, Miss Yvette, how are you, Miss Yvette? All the best to you. So there is a lot of information that is out there. So when I clearly state, should I begin to look at standard line companies that have been here for decades, I guarantee you, I may not necessarily be talking about the General Cigars, but there's a man that represents a company that I will always say has been a friend from day one, and that's Gorman David Ludwig. Before I opened even doors here officially and there was a single shelf on, David was already in here telling me the Fuente family stand behind you in whatever you do for all the support you've always done for them. So Fuente family, they're never going to go away. It's not going to happen. You got the Garcias, they're not going anywhere. You have the Padrones, not going anywhere. Davidoff of Geneva, which of course controls Camacho, Avo, several other amazing brands, they're not going away. So when I talk about certain things, obviously, I'm not necessarily saying, well, I'm only going to bring Macanudo and Monte Cristo and whatnot in here. That's not the case. We have to protect what we're building. There are tobacco shops that quite literally are not boutique heavy at all. I know some that are basically 95% standard line and 5% boutique, and they cycle through those boutiques very aggressively. If they don't sell, boom, they're on a Facebook market sale, they are on a bid site, they are being eliminated at 50% off right inside those stores. I've traveled quite a bit. I've been inside of a lot of shops. Some people know me, some people don't know me. I prefer the fact of the matter that when I have traveled and when I have looked and when I have studied, a lot of times I just keep to myself. I keep fairly quiet. Grab a cigar, sit somewhere, and play the greatest game of all, people watching. So understand this. The brick and mortar shops, it's a tough game out there. If you're looking to jump into it, hey, Get somebody on your side that understands what you're going to be doing cigars wise. Because if you don't, then you're doing it for the wrong reasons. If you're going to be a cigar bar, be a cigar bar. God bless you. Have at it. Enjoy that. If you're going to be a cigar shop that has a lounge, great. If you're going to be a cigar shop that's an in and out, listen, no worries. There's many different criteria for what it is that we do. But one of the most important one, and I tell this to everybody, is people don't smoke chairs. People don't smoke pretty wall anything. People don't smoke a beautiful aesthetic layout. People smoke great cigars. If you invest in that, if you invest in a person who can do that for you, that person can guarantee you a 99% success in that humidor. That's a given. I've lived that experience. I've been in it. You know, today I am almost month number 9. It is one of the toughest things I've ever had to do this, shop on my own. I've worked always for others in many ways in which I guide the processes. Now the process is all on me. So it's very tough. It's very, very hard. You know, just so that again, it's not just the bills of the shop, it's everything that is extraneous outside that impacts us. Richie Otero, how you doing, my main man? All the best to you. Again, Richie with his beautiful new baby boy. Congratulations on your birthday recently. And again, Richie, perfect example, PDR Cigars. Richie Otero represents a fantastic company. PDR Cigar. Chris Whaley just came by. He has PDR Cigars in the brokerage portfolio of what they represent. And I'll tell you what, when I actually met with Chris, I was introduced to Sebastian, the owner of Cavalier Geneve. He was in here. It's a brand that I've known for several years now, a very well-vested brand, just like PDR. There's a ton of great boutique industry or boutique-like, boutique-ish cigar brands that can be there for the long haul because they've invested correctly. They have taken care of what they're doing the right way. And that is what I will continue to support. But I had a conversation some time ago with a brand owner. He called me. He said, man, I'm ready to send you another shipment. This is not here. This is at another location. And I said, I've never heard of your brand. He wasn't even in 10 shops in the entire United States. And I went through the criteria for what was needed, FDA criteria that is a necessity to do what he's doing. And I told him, young man, you, sir, cannot do this. So your product line will not be coming in. So trust and believe. If you have a product line and it's done the right way, there's a home in my humidor for you. Always will be. I may not eat steak. I may eat a lot of ramen noodles, piece of bread and water, but I will make a home in that humidor for your cigars because you're doing it the right way. That's what my Facebook post was about the other day. Objectively speaking, that's exactly all that it was, because there's a lot of people like me right now in the US that their struggle is quite real. They don't know answers. They don't have anyone that they can go to. Even with all the information that's out there, you have to learn how to sift that. Well, I've been at this for about 20 plus years. If nothing else, I have quite a bit of time as of late, and I have an enormous fountain of information that I dive head into every day. So if you got questions and if you need anybody on your side or maybe a friend that you want to just bounce ideas off of, I got you. Shoot me what do you call it? Kids say a message, text message, DM, IM, all that stuff. See, I'm not very techy. I'm not that guy. I'm the guy who every day gets up to say, thank you, Lord. I'm going to sell cigars today because it is what I love to do. I'm going to sit with people that enjoy that cigar because that is what I love to do. You know, I'm always there for you guys, whatever you need. I've told directly shop owners, if you are not there for your customer base, then you, sir, don't deserve a shop. A lot of times that may not come across as the right way. but it's 100% accurate. Customers first, above all else. If you are not doing that, if that is not your mentality, if you do not care to show that to your customers, you don't deserve a penny from them. Period. Pretty serious, right? Well, I have a couple of pages of notes that I had actually gathered for a deeper discussion, but at the end of the day, listen, it's about enjoying great cigars. I'm enjoying a fantastic one. Liga de la Casa by Gabby Caffey. Not only is he a friend, not only is he a brother, but he's a humanitarian. When I have needed him, when I have needed his advice, when I have needed his counsel, his friendship, he has said, I'm here. We may not always agree on everything, but he said, I'm here. If you pay me today, you pay me today. If you pay me tomorrow, you pay me tomorrow. But I'm here. I am Gabby Caffey, and my definition of who I am is not based upon what I get from you. It is based upon what we build together. And that I respect. So I'm going to go back because it ended, and I'm going to finish with this one. To everybody who has ever walked into a brick and mortar shop and supported them, thank you so much. God bless you for that, because you helped to make the American dream a reality. So let's not make generalized, big, broad statements about what's going to go away and what isn't. Let's keep the right ones in. How's that? Smoke well, because I know I will. Thank you very much, everybody. I just want to say you guys are always the best. God bless. Enjoy the great week, and really smoke well.